Hello guys, if you saw my first video, my whole idea is to inspire and create creativity within my community. And what happened is, there's currently this thing happening with indie film. And that doesn't just affect those creating, that affects those who are going to create. Indie film is becoming more successful than ever. If you haven't heard, there's two movies that have came out that have made a big impact. It's Two Sleepy People and Iron Lung. I also want to say I didn't end up watching Iron Lung, so I got my friend Jhay to do her review or summary of it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. No, don't go too harsh on her. I don't know if my commenters are nice. It's okay, but yeah. But seeing the Caroline Constant movie and the Baron Ryan movie, it's like a romance movie. I haven't really been in love, so this is gonna be new for me.
I see that question in your eyes.
It was like a giant calamity and it like erased all the stars, like basically everything on Earth. Now, I don't even know if they're on Earth or anything, but they're just like, it's super dystopian and like crazy and scary. The Markiplier, he's a prisoner. Let's call him a prisoner because he is the prisoner. He is welded into this submarine and he's tasked with this mission to like scout the underground, the floor of like the blood sea. Literally all blood's disgusting. So he has this camera where he takes photos of the bottom of the sea. So he's basically just there to like map out this area, you know. So he goes to the spots on the little map. He takes his pictures and then he notices the submarine's kind of rattling, kind of shaking. And he noticed something's alive down there with him, which shouldn't be a thing because, well, it's a sea of blood. It's literally straight hemoglobin. So there should not be any living things. But anyways, he sees like a skeleton and he's like, oh my god, I'm scared. So then he tells the people on the radio, let me up, I got what you need. So then he's super shaken up. So he goes up and then like the lady, I don't know her name, I don't remember her name. Basically, she's like the one who sent him down and was talking to him on the radio of the submarine. But like, they're talking and he's like, get me out of here, I don't want to be in the submarine, it's scary, there's something down there. She's like, well, if there's life down there, I want you to explore it and see it again. And then like she ignores him and then this guy's like welding like this, like these like prongs at the front so that like when he's in the submarine he can like jab whatever's in there. Then he's getting angry because no one's paying attention to him. So then he like he presses the camera and that was really bad because there's a very high like radiation levels from it because obviously you can't see anything in blood. So basically he just like gave everybody their tumors, which was really not good because of the high radiation levels. And then he gets freaked out and then he goes back down. And basically once he's down there again, it gets like really crazy and scary. Like he's like hallucinating and then there's a lot of blood because it gets into the submarine. And he gets stuck in this tunnel and then he sees things and it's really creepy and then the movie just ends. I would say, honestly, I'm not that great at summarizing, but that was kind of it. If you watch the game, it looks like that. I'd say like the first half was like pretty slow and the second half was really like intense and fast. So it's like, oh my god, like what happened?
Is that so wrong? Why isn't
It was supposed to play in Imagine Cinemas in Carlton Street in Toronto, but I kind of missed it. So I'm going to freaking Burlington because 2 hours from where I currently am is Baron Ryan's debut.
Read that melatonin is naturally found in breast milk.
I think that this is an opportunity for us to
ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it.
In Burlington, hopefully not to see a mid-movie. Let's go get this. I need snacks. I can get snacks. I'm actually starving. When I describe movies, I describe the way they made me feel. People just learning to unapologetically live your life, to not live it for other people. to live it for yourself. You don't look at the concept which they implied, which they created for the movie as the appeal. The appeal is the relationships that are more clearly shown through such. But I liked it, like, sometimes I don't even feel like I see that much progression from characters throughout a movie. I'll say, like, maybe they'll make one choice different. I can see why they make that choice different, but I felt like I saw personal change. Partially, maybe it would be easier because they didn't make Sid a very shy character. Lucinda was more a character, I think she dealt with some social anxiety. Like, whenever she spoke out, she felt like she didn't feel comfortable with that. Honestly, partially is because I watched Best Friends today so much. I felt like this sounds parasocial as hell, but like, I felt like I understood her mannerisms a little bit, and I felt like she was playing herself. Ooh, and I'd say one more thing before we're gonna go into the bit more, like, oh, maybe I can give you a bit of spoilers territory, is I think this really tackles, like, the power of the dream. Like, like, the dreams speak so much, and I've been, like, especially these past few years, I've been having a ton of deja vu. Like, what you experience now is something that you're gonna experience in the future within dreams. And it's kind of like I feel like dreams are always such just like untapped in way to explain things. Like, dreams carry these unspoken emotions. That's why, like, when people have dreams, like, oh my gosh, guess what I dreamed about? It's always important. It's always what is dormant in your mind, what you don't want to talk about. Dreams are very similar to nightmares in that regard. Showcase it. It's like, this is a thinker type of movie. The way they ended it makes you think. This, I think we might be heading into a more spoiler category. And Two Sleepy People is not even a romance film, I would say. The way that I think they kind of framed it as such, because they said, oh, 5 couples broke up after watching this. And I do think it does bring some stories to light of how relationships, about how you want it to work and not to work, and who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Because these two characters, Sid and Donna, go through a breakup, and I feel like I could have seen both sides, and for that regard, maybe so. And it's also, and I know we joke about this, but deadass emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating, because that is what happened. And I don't think we talk about belonging. When you emotionally cheat with another person, that's when you belong with them. That is deadass. That work husband wife, actually they dead kind of were the work husband work wife shit, are these two separate universes. The ones with Lucinda and Sid. Lucinda and Sid are married in their dreams. Like, literally, they have the same dream. They experience the same thing. They can make choices within that dream. And Donna and Sid are married in real life. So, where does this slide in the timeline? Soon we kind of realize it's all in here. They're trying to throw us off. Sid and Lucinda start becoming great friends within these dreams. And we see within these movies, they start experiencing their nightmares together. Sid lived in a household where his dad wouldn't really listen to him and reject all the thoughts. He did one example where he wanted this thing for $5, and his dad was like, no, it's not $5 because the government wants taxes, this and that. They do want taxes, but the thing is, the item is $5, and he found a way to make a deal for his kid and his wife and his father. His mother. his mother was trying to be like, oh no, let's get this kid something. And they each tackle their dreams forever, because when Caroline's turn to face their nightmare and tackle her mother's relationship with abusive men, you realize they're not in this dream alone just because. They can literally help each other, and not even as married people, but as two asleep strangers, helping each other out. and they start to grow comfortable with each other. Then it becomes dreams, and experience the dreams together. And this is like great for a character like Sid, who very much wasn't expressive, and we get to see why he is such a restrained character, someone who's held back, someone who's shy. Cause it kind of pissed me off, like, you know, when it's like, like he just kept on banging to shit, and I'm like, but it's interesting because you don't want someone to get angry, but you want someone to feel angry. I wanted him to feel like, and then I think this is a good job because I kind of showed him, let him be out of the box. Lucinda, I'm gonna keep it above. Didn't really understand Lucinda so much because they were like saying, I like how she became more outspoken, which is what I think she wanted to be. Oh, my brother's here. They said she was like a weird character, but I didn't think so. And then she became more expressive as the movie went on, which I think she needed, but I don't think she should have been portrayed as weird since she was kind of normal in a sense. I don't think we realize, I think Donna is a great character. Ex-wife of Sid, our main character here, who we first see in the movie as someone who Sid loves, but the incompatibility show. And I think what makes Donna a great character, in my opinion, is they show why. Like, Donna believed that they were a lot similar than they were because Sid didn't show who he was. And I think Donna's need for such a secure home, or like a space where she feels safe in, is partially because when she slipped up in the past, which wasn't even her fault, her dog got taken away. Someone which she loved very much so, and they show that it is just with no logic and no empathy. So when we see even a character like Sid just go to her life, oh my god, we just see her kind of spiral a little bit. It's to a point where they're not compatible. We realize the dog, in this case, the stability of what would keep the dog, in this case, is the compatibility is not there. So Sid even understands this, and it's not even villainizing Donna, which maybe could have happened at some points, subtly, or not there. So Sid understands that they're just incompatible people, and it's a very soft break. I mean, no divorce is an easy break, but it's a very, like, as cordial as it can be in this sense. I wrote, Donna was looking for her forever home, and Sid was looking for himself.
I liked being with somebody who wanted to spend the rest of their life with me, who wanted to be with me.
And it's kind of cool because there's a scene where they say, I think this might be me more specifically, where she said, was it bad from the start? And some may say it was, but from the intro, we see Donna and Sid getting into a fight or an argument, one of which I don't believe was bad. Donna showed Sid this sign. It said, coffee time, and then you flip and it says 1 o'clock. And I believe, maybe satirically, this movie symbolizes nothing is forever, and it's more and more apparent that every day. We are growing people. You never stop growing. And once you find something that you're comfortable with, you might not become comfortable with it forever. So you want someone who grows with you, fights with you, takes on obstacles with you, and isn't afraid of how it'll feel. Sid is looking for someone who he can be himself with. He felt his true self as a kid. He liked comics, he liked this, he was shy. He felt that no one really fought for him. And that's where Lucinda really helped. And Sid helped that along too. They're all victims of the problems in their childhood. And I was even talking to my brother today, like, a lot of the expression issues people may have now has all stemmed from middle school or high school. And that's why we are eternally growing. Because maybe some are lucky, maybe some have a great growth path for expressing themselves in their household, but that might not always be the case. I said, there really are two sleepy people. But it's kind of true, they are just kind of strangers in a sense. And they bond in their sleep. And I think we realize we are all these sleepy people. We are all people who can bond. Kidding. We're all people who sleep. We're all people who dream. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at. But I think there's this thing I used to say like a long time. Is like, I don't really like biking with friends because I was like spent that whole summer biking. I don't really like biking with friends. And it's true because I bike faster than a lot of people. No offense. And I also say the same thing about movies. Why would I see a movie with someone if you can't talk during the movie? There's no point. But what if you're with someone who you like being quiet with? Who you enjoy just sitting there and watching with? And maybe I wouldn't like biking with a certain someone. But maybe there's someone who can keep up with me, who knows the journey. Maybe I keep up with them, maybe they keep up with me. And same thing with walking. Like, I usually walk pretty fast, but maybe there's someone I want to slow down for. Maybe there's someone I would even speed up for. So that's the thing. I don't even know what I'm saying, but what I do believe is, for a great relationship to work, you have to like your own frequency. You have to respect, love, or admire. Yeah, hopefully, you have the other person's frequency. And you have to like the frequency it becomes together. So, I'd say Sid didn't like his own frequency, became his own frequency. And the frequency Donna and Sid made together wasn't the one they hoped it'd be, I'd say. And I still don't understand Lucinda's. I understand that there's a person she wanted to be and she became, but I maybe it's because I'm a weirdo. Like, I felt like she's like, oh, I come up as weird as this and that. I don't know. Someone else can comment about Lucinda if they felt a type of way, if they watched the movie and shit. I don't know, that's just two sleepy people. Oh, let me see if there's any notes. And I think what we can always assume is, not assume, but it always comes back to this question. I feel like this is a very common question and it's still left unanswered. Was it the right person, but the wrong time? Because you never know. Well, sorry, I'm always interrupted. Or could it have even been the right time in the wrong place? Time is actually a very funny thing, because you find out the best things to do after they already happen. But then the next time that thing happens, you're not going to regret it as much. Because you're learning. That's what growing up is, like making less mistakes. And I hate repeating myself. You never stop growing up. So look for a person you can grow up with. And some people maybe stop growing up at a certain point. Stop growing as much when they shouldn't. And they grow differently. Guys, I solved divorce. Hope you enjoyed this video. I watch a bunch of movie reviews. I just don't know how profound my words are. Maybe it's good because I've written essays recently for high school last year. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this down. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please tap me for new videos. I really wanna grow this YouTube channel and such. And thank you, Bill and Ryan and Caroline. It's like Bossman. I thought it was Consner. But anyway, that's beautiful. I like looking at myself, y'all. Stop it. Enjoy. They wanted to come in here and say what they wanted, give you a story, and not list the waste of wasting your time. And I don't believe that's a bad argument for him, because Sid isn't a reassuring person. And the boxes are kind of symbolic that maybe they're not at a point which they should be in, which is kind of weird because like the boxes are also like moving in signs, but like the boxes did feel a little out of place. I can even tell that they just moved in. Okay, maybe I'm getting to a point. If Two Sleepy People is this fan-funded indie film from Balin Ryan and Caroline Bossman, and Iron Lung is this film from Markiplier, this famous YouTuber, but he produced it all himself without the help of a big funder or movie group. I just want to bring these movies to light because I feel like in some way they're kind of affected. So despite all the effort the creator camp, the studio behind Two Sleepy People put in, they were only able to get the movie into certain theaters, and only like a few in Canada for a week, and maybe 2-3 weeks in the US. I believe this is like totally unfair. They bring in these big movies that only some people want to see, that's broad to the majority and doesn't connect to the people. And in Iron Lung's case, it was in, I think, theaters for a week before they decided to remove it from the charts because it was stacking higher than what the industry wanted to promote. So I'm going to talk about these movies today and how amazing they are, and yeah.
I feel like you're gonna just go off and meet someone and she's gonna get to marry the man that I raised.
If you can't comprehend what an insane thing that is to say, maybe you'll never see the problem.
For what purpose do we remain?